The Senate will come to order. Senator Murphy.
Mr. President, I oppose a call of the Senate.
The Senate is now under call. Senator Murphy.
Mr. President, I move that further proceedings under the roll call be dispensed with and that the Sergeant-at-Arms be instructed to bring in the absent members.
Thank you, Senator Murphy. On that motion, all in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, if you would be so kind as to stand. Today's chaplain is Reverend Dr. Dwayne Davis from the Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. And as usual, members, following the prayer, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
God of many names and countless revelations, thank you for protecting and sustaining every servant here to allow us to gather in this citadel of democracy once again for the commencing of another legislative session. Thank you for the honor and privilege to assume this responsibility of representation and leadership. In whatever frame of mind we find ourselves at this hour, may our every intention be harnessed to serve the needs, concerns, and interests of those who have sent us here to represent them. May we be for them agents of change, unity, and reconciliation, modeling for all to see what good public service can be. As we undertake the work of this government, the health and security of our democracy are strained under the weight of mistrust, bad faith, and a failure of imagination. Empower each person here to take bold and heroic action to secure a prosperous future for every resident of Minnesota, embracing an ethic of care that leaves no one behind. In the name of all that is holy and good, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, members. You may be seated. The secretary will take the roll.
Abler, Anderson, Barr, Bolden, Carlson, Champion, Coleman, Swadzinski, Dames, Dibble, Dornick, Draheim, Drazkowski, Duckworth, Diedzik, Eichhorn, Farnsworth, Fateh, Friends, Green, Grunhagen, Gustafson, Hoschild, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Jasinski, Johnson, Klein, Karan, Kroon, Kunish, Kupek, Lang, Latz, Liskey, Limmer, Lucero, Mann, Marty, Matthews, McQuaid, McEwen, Miller, Mitchell, Mohammed, Morrison, Murphy, Nelson, Umu Verbatim, Pappas, Pa, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rasmussen, Rest, Seeberger, Utke, Weber, Wiesenberg, Westland, Westrom, Wickland, Zhang.
Thank you. Members, a quorum is present. Pursuant to Rule 14.1, the following members intend to vote under Rule 40.7. Members, as usual, now we have to get back into the rotation of looking at our wonderful Senate agenda. We're going to begin today's business at the second order of business. Executive and official communications. The following communications were received and referred as indicated. There's no action required on that notion. Members, we will now proceed to the eighth order of business. The bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. And if you want to follow along to see the changes that have been made to that introduction calendar, please look at the Senate bill introductions. On page 2, you will notice that Senate file number 3372 is now referred to the Committee on Health and Human Services. If you proceed to page 4, you will see that Senate file number 3396 has now been referred to the Committee on Commerce and Consumer Protection. If you look at page number 6, you will see that there is no change. Initially, there was going to be a change, but there's no change on page number 6 now. On page 9, you will see, hold on one moment, members. Page 9, you will see Senate file number 3451. That has been referred to the Committee on Health and Human Services. Page 15. On page 15, you'll see that Senate file number 3504 has now been referred to the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety. Page 16. You'll see that Senate file number 3510 has now been referred to the Committee on Commerce and Consumer Protection. On page 17, you'll see Senate file number 3523. That bill has been referred to the Committee on Health and Human Services. If you go to page 18, you'll see that Senate file number 3534 has been referred to the Committee on Education Policy. If you go to page 20, you'll see two bills in particular. Senate file number 3546 has been referred to the Committee on Health and Human Services, and Senate file number 3552 has been referred to the Committee on Health and Human Services. On page 21, you will see that Senate file number 3556 has been now referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. The bills listed. Did I miss 13? Members, we'll now also go to page 13. It looks like I overlooked page 13. Senate file number 3487 has now been referred to the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety. And last but certainly not least, Senate file number 3489 has been referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. Members, the bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated with the following changes. Members, we will now proceed to the ninth order of business, which is motions and resolutions. We will adopt the author's motions as one motion. All in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, the Secretary will report Senate Resolution number 59.
Senator Murphy introduced Senate Resolution number 59, a Senate resolution naming a majority leader and a minority leader.
Senator Murphy to the resolution.
Mr. President, I move to adopt Senate Resolution 59.
To the resolution, please explain it, Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Resolution number 59 names the majority leader and minority leader. This resolution is in the form used at the beginning of each biennium and when there is a change in leadership, and I'd ask for your support.
Any discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. The Secretary will report Senate Resolution number 60.
Senator Murphy introduced Senate Resolution number 60, a Senate resolution relating to the attendance of members of standing committees at meetings and seminars, providing for the payment of expenses.
Senator Murphy.
Mr. President, I move the adoption of Senate Resolution number 60.
To the resolution, Senator Murphy, please explain.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Resolution number 60 specifically authorizes the attendance and reimbursement of members and staff who attend meetings and seminars, including NCSL and CSG events. This resolution is updated for the 2024 session and is the same form used in the 2023 session. I ask for your support.
Any discussion on Senate Resolution 60? Senator Jaskowski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, or Mr. President. Would the author yield for question?
Senator Murphy, will you yield? She will yield. Senator Jaskowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Senator Murphy, we had discussion around the Senate rules at this time in the session a year ago, or actually a little over a year ago, when last year's session was called to order. We were assured that we were going to see items come before us, seeing that this is a Senate resolution related to our rules. We were going to see come before us the adoption of permanent rules of the Senate. We're still operating, Mr. President and Senator Murphy, under temporary rules. So my question is, Senator Murphy, are we going to be seeing the adoption of permanent rules soon, as we were assured early last session was going to happen?
Senator Murphy, to the question.
Thank you, Mr. President, and welcome back, Senator Jaskowski. I appreciate your question. The resolution before us is not touching or interacting with our rules. And I think it is, this is a matter of putting our house in order today, and it's important that we get that work done. With regard to the rules, I do believe that there are a couple of different channels where we will be taking up that question of rules, and I will have more information for you on that front soon.
Senator Jaskowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would Senator Murphy continue to yield?
Senator Murphy, will you yield? She will yield, Senator Jaskowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Murphy, when are we going to hear from you about the rules?
Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Senator Champion or President Champion and Senator Jaskowski. Soon enough, you will hear from me. Thank you.
Senator Jaskowski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Murphy, we haven't really, that didn't seem very definitive. And I sure hope we do hear, Senator Murphy, from you and the Rules Committee about that soon, as we were told, very soon, because it was over a year ago that we were told we were going to be able to entertain permanent rules. Since then, Mr. President and Senator Murphy and members, there have been rules that the majority has brought forward and just simply implemented without consideration any of the temporary or permanent rules. One of them I'll just mention just quickly, Mr. President, because I know you want me to be quick here at this point. But we, in the interim, found that members are now being reimbursed per diem for participation in committee hearings for their remote participation from home. There is nowhere in our rules that gives the ability for this to be done, Mr. President, Senator Murphy, and members. And I hope that we have a chance to be deliberative about this and actually include the entire body in something around the rules of the body instead of some rules simply being brought from whole cloth by members of the majority, because that doesn't sound like democracy to me, Mr. President. Thank you, members.
Thank you, members. Members, we would now do a roll call on this particular request, only because when it impacts revenue, we always have to do it, whether it's for postage or anything of that nature. So you'll see on our board, we've updated the board. You'll see on the right that it says roll call. And so now when you ask for roll call and it's been granted, You will see that on the board, so I don't have to keep asking our wonderful desk staff if a roll call has been requested and granted. So with that being said, the secretary will take the roll. Members, please vote. All senators having voted who desires to vote, the secretary will close the roll. There being 41 ayes and 23 nays, the resolution is adopted. Members, the secretary will read Senate Resolution number 61.
Senator Murphy introduced Senate Resolution number 61, a Senate resolution relating to postage.
Senator Murphy to Senate Resolution number 61.
Mr. President, I move to adopt resolution number 61.
And Senator Murphy, will you so kindly explain that resolution?
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Resolution number 61 provides authorization for the Secretary to provide postage to each member in the same amount and in the same terms as provided in the 2023 session. The postage budget provided in this resolution is available until December 31 of this year.
Any discussion on Senate Resolution 61 around postage? Seeing none, the Secretary will take the roll. All senators having voted who desires to vote, the secretary will close the roll. Oh, who's? The secretary will close the roll. There being 54 ayes, is there someone else? Oh, his board is not operating. Senator Latz votes aye. Senator Putnam. Senator Putnam votes aye. Anyone else? There being 56 ayes and 9 noes, the resolution is adopted. New technology, members, just be patient. The secretary will close the roll. We are ready now. There being 56 ayes and 9 nays, the resolution is adopted. Members, just for your consideration, Senate resolutions number 62 through 72 will be referred to the Committee on Rules and Administration, and no action is required. Members, we will now go to the 13th order of business. Senator Rest.
Thank you, Mr. President. A few weeks ago, I sent out an invitation to all the members and staff to join Senator Kent, and I add Senator Dietzig's name to that invitation to join me in my office suite to celebrate Mardi Gras. Let the good times roll is the phrase we use. I say it better in English than in French, but the words are laissez le bon temps rouler. Please join us after session.
Before I talk about the excused members, I want to recognize someone who's in our gallery. They're from Germany. There's Michael Ahrens, who is a Consul General for Germany. Michael Link, who's the coordinator of transatlantic cooperation, which means he works for the German Parliament. Teresa Monahan, who's a senior policy advisor. We cannot applaud for them. I would like for you to recognize them in the gallery, and if you have an opportunity, it would be great for you to introduce yourself to them. Without objection, the following senators will be excused from today's session. Senator Westrom. Any other discussions before I go to the Senate Minority Leader? Seeing none, Senator Johnson.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, and welcome back, everybody. It's good to see all your faces here again. I know there's been a lot of changes in the Senate over this interim, but it's good to see you here. So first of all, I'd just like to thank our Senate staff, our council, nonpartisan, our partisan staff. Thank you for the work that you do. Hopefully you're all rested up and ready for another exciting year ahead of us here today. I do want to make one acknowledgement here, and I think we all feel the same, and I know Senator Murphy will be speaking about the same as well, but over the last year, I really built up a strong relationship with the former Majority Leader, Senator Dietzich, and so it's with genuine heavy heart that it's hard to see her go from that position. She was there, you could trust her word, she was earnest, just a wonderful person, and a terrific leader for that caucus. And so it's very, very sad to see her go, but I hope that we can all hold her in our hearts and pray for her and her health over these next few months as she's recovering. With that, I'd also like to say, Senator Murphy, congratulations. I look forward to working together in a bipartisan manner with you. I have a lot of high hopes for our relationship and the work that we can do here in the Senate, the work that people of Minnesota ask us to do in a bipartisan manner. And so I'm very encouraged by that. And I know that you'll run a very tight ship. You'll keep us on time, well, Senate time anyways, which is a completely different clock, but I appreciate you doing that. So I hope that we remember everybody, senators, staff, those who are here in this room with us today, we are here for the people. It's about the people of this state, and if we can keep that as our focus, this isn't about extremism, this is about what's best for Minnesota, and we're here to work. So welcome back. I look forward to this session ahead.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. Senator Murphy, Senate Majority Leader.
Thank you, President Champion, as always, for the work that you do to guide us through these sessions and for your leadership. I also want to say welcome back. It is good to be back together again. Senator Johnson, Leader Johnson, I look forward to building that strong, earnest, open working relationship with you and with the members of your caucus and with the members of this body. I hope that everyone has had the time that they wanted and needed in the interim to ground ourselves again in our communities, in our families, in the meaning and purpose of the work that we do here together and the work that we're going to do together over the next 3 months for the people of Minnesota. It wouldn't be right for us to begin this day without acknowledging Leader Dietzich and the impeccable, remarkable work and leadership that she has done for the Minnesota Senate and will continue to do this session. This Senate, under her leadership, has been more civil, more professional, and it's been incredibly productive. Let's keep that up together for the people of Minnesota. I'm in if you are. And with that, Mr. President, I move that the Senate do now adjourn until Thursday, February 15th at 11 a.m.
On that motion, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed say nay. The motion prevails. The Senate is now adjourned until Thursday.